Well, hi there. Warm welcome. You're watching Blueprint Explosive Exclusive with me, Meghna Deka. Now, viewers, the entire country today has witnessed a rewind of what had happened in 2020. Thousands of farmers gathered at Delhi's borders. The cops had to resort to tear gas shells, water cannons and barricades to try and control the protesters who broke these barricades, even pelted stones at the policemen and attacked them. So while the centre is still trying to come to a consensus with the agitating farmers through dialogue, the opposition chose to use the opportunity for their own political gain. Not only blaming the Modi government for being unfair to the farmers, the Congress has promised to deliver what BJP couldn't. Rahul Gandhi has guaranteed that the Congress government will give MSP to farmers if they are voted back to power in 2024. Listen in to this.
किसानों को जो मिलना चाहिए वो नहीं मिल रहा है। आज किसान दिल्ली की ओर चले जा रहे हैं, पैदल जा रहे हैं, उनको रोका जा रहा है, उन पे टीयर गैस चलाई जा रही है, उनको जेल में भरा जा रहा है। और वो क्या कह रहे हैं? सिर्फ ये कह रहे हैं कि हमारी मेहनत का फल हमें मिलना चाहिए।
इस देश के अन्नदाता किसान को अब शूल, नस्तर और कील देंगे? क्या आप उसे सीमेंट की दीवारें देंगे? क्या आप दो देशों के बीच की खुदी खाई देंगे? क्या वो इस देश के नागरिक नहीं? क्या न्याय मांगने का उनको अधिकार नहीं? क्या उनको उनके हिस्से सिर्फ अश्रु गैस, पुलिस की लाठियां, पुलिस की गोलियां, संगीनें बची हैं? क्या दिल्ली की सरकार इस प्रकार से चल पाएगी? केवल ये सवाल हैं जो भारतीय राष्ट्रीय कांग्रेस की ओर से हम इस देशवासियों के जहन में रखना चाहते हैं।
In fact, the Aam Aadmi Party also has lashed out at the central government, rejecting central government's proposal to convert the Bhavana Stadium into a temporary jail. The Aam Aadmi Party has slammed the centre for mistreating farmers instead. In fact, AAP has asked the BJP government to hold talks with the farmers and not to rub salt into their wound. The Bhagwant Mann government, meanwhile, across in Punjab, has slammed the centre and gave passage to the protesting farmers to cross their borders and reach Haryana by crossing the Punjab border. Well, there are others in the India alliance too. They have united in attacking the Modi government, stating that the illusion of Viksit Bharat has now been exposed. Listen in.
जो सरकार किसानों के नाम पर वोट लेना चाहती हो, जो सरकार स्वामीनाथन जी को भारत रत्न दे रही हो, जो सरकार किसानों के नेता चौधरी चरण सिंह जी को सम्मान दे रही हो, भारत रत्न, आखिरकार किसान को एमएसपी क्यों नहीं? या एमएसपी देना नहीं चाहती सरकार? बड़े लोगों से मिली हुई है सरकार, जो लोग मुनाफा कमाना चाहते हैं उनसे सरकार मिली हुई है, और उसी का परिणाम यह है कि किसान की आवाज दबाने के लिए लगातार सरकार इसी तरह का व्यवहार कर रही है किसानों के साथ।
मोदी सरकार की नाकामी है कि लीगल गारंटी जो एमएसपी के लिए डिमांड था उनका, उसको पूरा करना चाहिए था। उन्होंने किसान है भाई, क्या होने वाला है? आप कीले लगा रहे हैं, रोड ब्लॉक्स कर रहे हैं, एक अजीब माहौल करके रख दिया आप। उनके जो मुतालबा है, इनका डिमांड है लीगल गारंटी होना चाहिए एमएसपी के पूरे क्रॉप्स के ऊपर, कबूल करना चाहिए देश के प्रधानमंत्री को फौरन। चुनाव आ रहे हैं, उनको ही फायदा होगा ना।
Now, while the opposition continues to politicize the farmers' protest, the centre is continuing its efforts in pacifying the agitating farmers. So while there was no consensus in round one of the talks with the Kisan in Chandigarh on 12th of February, which was just yesterday, the centre has now urged the farmers to take the path of dialogue and not hit the streets.
किसानों के मुद्दे पर सरकार संवेदनशील है और उसका समाधान चाहती है, पर किसानों को यह समझना पड़ेगा, खास करके वैसे संगठन के नेतृत्व करने वाले लोगों को, कि जब भी इस तरह की चीजें आती है तो इसके बारे में विधि अपनाई जाती है और उसको यह ध्यान में रखा जाता है कि इसके क्या क्या पक्ष हैं। आग्रह है वो अपने अपने क्षेत्र में जिस तरीके से किसान अपने कार्य में व्यस्त है उसी कार्य में व्यस्त रहे, क्योंकि इस तरह के कुछ लोगों के माध्यम से पूरे किसान समाज को बदनाम करने की भी कोशिश हो सकती है।
So while the BJP and the Congress trade charges, the farmers have held both the parties responsible for the current condition of the farmers. Listen into them.
कांग्रेस को नहीं, कोई कांग्रेस हमें सपोर्ट नहीं करती। हम कांग्रेस को भी उतना दोषी मानते हैं जितना भाजपा दोषी है। ये नीतियां तो कांग्रेस लेके आई हैं। हम कोई लेफ्ट नहीं है। हम जो सीपीआई सीपीएम ने जो बंगाल में राज किया, उन्होंने 20 गलतियां की। वहां सब पश्चिमी बंगाल में कौन सा इनकलाब आ गया। हम किसी के पक्ष वाले नहीं है। हम किसान मजदूर की आवाज उठाने वाले।
Well, with that, some big breaking news which is coming in. Haryana, the authorities have given a very stern message to all the protesters. They are saying that there is going to be no license given for violence at all. In fact, this is a reminder. In fact, they have said that the protesters have pelted stones is what has happened, and there is going to be absolutely no leeway which is going to be shown to any of the protesters who resort to violence. So let me go across to our panelists now and talk about the kind of acrimonious politics that we have seen over this Kisan stir. Pradeep Mahaur is joining us, BJP leader. Also, Saif Khan is joining us, a leader of the Congress party. I'm going to come to you first, Mr. Saif Khan, because now, and we were speaking to some of the Kisan leaders as well, they are the ones who are coming out and saying that for us, it's not BJP being the villain here. It is successive governments, and that includes the Congress. Is the Congress today, by saying we are going to announce MSP if we win, nothing but playing to the gallery? Where was the intent in the last 70 years?
Let me tell you, as if you're talking about the farmers, which is about 80% of the population of India, which are into farming. Nowadays, what we have seen is the fake promises, which are tend to be promised, starting from 2014, right? 50% mool samathan. It was promised to farmers, but then after winning the elections, they have submitted the halafnama that it was just a political, political promise, right? And what we have seen in 2020 is again 3 black laws, which has been what was Bharatiya Janata Party was trying to implement. Was again we have also seen 750 farmers died due to this. If you're talking about Congress here, let me tell you, Congress, at UPA 1 and UPA 2, when we felt that there is to be a loan waived off to the farmers, that we have given the loan to the entire farmers of India, and that is what our intentions was, to improve the present situation of the farmers. As of now, let me tell you, what we are seeing right now is again a repetition of what happened in 2020. Again, there was no NSP. Again, the fake promises.
No, I hadn't asked you that. Sorry to interrupt. I don't like to interrupt right now, but then my specific question was, the farmers themselves are holding you responsible for all of this. How can you counter that? It doesn't seem that they are buying this.
See, absolutely, and we don't make fake promises, with farmers. What we have promised, that we do that, right? We never do jumlebazis like Bharatiya Janata Party is always exploited. I've given you multiple examples of what has happened, and in 2020, when Adani's warehouses was established, these farm laws, 3 black laws was introduced in the parliament.
Oh, very interestingly, but let me also remind you, Mr. Khan, that in 2018, 2019, when all these 3 black laws that you are calling it, there were 3 Congress MPs, 5 Congress ally MPs who were all on board of that standing committee on agricultural reforms where these reforms were discussed. Pradeep Mahaur, hypocrisy aaj kiski hai ye?
Look, one thing I want to make clear, that this protest is a very confused kind of a protest. And I'll not say that it is linked to some kind of a political party, but on the other hand, I want to relate it to something else. What happens is, last time also we saw the similar kind of a protest, where the farmers were coming from two different areas, Punjab and Haryana. That's it. So it seems that in this area, there are some element who can create protest on demand. The protest and demand can be created from this area. Right. As far as the demands is concerned, demands are completely illegitimate. Who's
this person? Who's doing this?
That's
protest on demand. Where is that coming from?
Obviously, we all know that opposition parties are trying to flame this kind of a situation. Because see the timing. What is the timing? Timing is just before the elections. So clear. But what is
so that's interesting. BJP is saying, look at the timing, it's right before the elections, but at the end of it, unfortunately, the politics aside, no one really is looking at what the cost of this protest is going to be, not just to Delhi, Haryana, Punjab, to the entire nation as well. Gentlemen, we are running out of time, but there is